Hello, Homestead, and please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for a moment of silence.
Hello, Homestead. I'm Bailey Hauser.
And I'm Casey Stanley.
And on today's edition of HHS In Depth, the Sports Corner shows highlights of last week's football game.
Dustin Vasquez and Brianna Gatson break down this year's homecoming festivities.
And Casey Stanley talks to Mrs. Merkling about SAD. All of that and more on this week's edition of HHS In Depth for Friday, September 20th. Here is HHS In-Depth reporter Matt Hamilton with a look at the recent controversial Twitter account that has popped up regarding Homestead High School.
I'm Matt Hamilton reporting for HHS In-Depth. Already this year, there's been lots of controversy on social media. And earlier last week, a contentious Twitter account criticizing Homestead popped up. The account has garnered both supporters and detractors among the student body. The supporters of this account are praising it for what they see as a representation of their displeasure of Homestead and its policies.
The account offers a very realistic view on how Homestead students feel about Homestead, the cafeteria, teachers, and people who have a position anywhere in Homestead. It gives a view of how we feel and what we think should happen in Homestead.
Other students, however, think the account may have been funny at first, but is now not helping the situation at all.
It was an account that was funny at first. It was sort of, you looked at it, you're like, oh, critical of administration, that's funny, I like that. And then it slowly decompiled down into this, unfunny jokes about administration. I don't feel like the person in charge of it really knows the administration or has talked to the administration, because I truly don't feel like Mr. Gender or any of the administration members really are all as bad as he makes them look like.
The administration is also taking a view towards this account.
Yeah, I really don't have any problem with students using a Twitter account to voice their opinion on something. I welcome information from the students. I think there's a positive, a good way of doing it, and obviously there's a bad way of doing it. If students can come on and do or create an account where they're giving their opinions on something that are constructive and positive, and we can help them maybe make changes and improvements. We're not perfect here at Homestead. We'd like to make sure that we're listening to the students. That's what we're all about. Another real good way of sharing your opinion as a student is go to your student government representatives. That's what they're there for. First of all, find out who they are, and then go to them and tell them, here's my opinion on this, and this is what's bothering me. Talk to the school newspaper. Let those people know that, hey, why is this happening, or why are these particular rules in place? Or if you see an administrator in the hallway, you can ask them those questions, and we'd be happy to answer those questions for you.
I'm Matt Hamilton reporting for HHS In Depth. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Matt. October 16th is PSAT Day, and seniors will have the opportunity to job shadow or visit a college. Seniors, start making your plans now and have your parents notify attendance of your arrangements for the day. Don't be left sitting in study hall. More information on October 16th is available in Student Services.
Juniors and seniors, the following colleges will have a representative visiting Homestead. If you would like to attend one of these meetings, please sign up in Student Services and get your pass. Monday, September 23rd, Manchester University, Wabash College, and Indiana State. And Monday, September 30th, Anderson University.
JCL Latin Club will be having a meeting to elect new officers on Tuesday, September 24th, after school in room 607. If you're interested in running for an office, please submit an application by today. Applications can be picked up or dropped off in either Latin room.
To create one's world in any of the arts takes courage. Georgia O'Keeffe. If you consider yourself a doodler, a visionary, a dreamer, or if you like to share ideas, collaborate with others, if you like getting messy and experimenting with different materials to make unique creations, the Art Club is right for you. Please join us Tuesday, September 24th after school in room 108 from 2:45 to 3:45. Please see Mrs. Jones for details and look for the group on My Big Campus. Don't forget to bring your signed form and $10 dues.
Homestead's Fellowship of Christian Athletes Huddle will have the first big event of the year. We will be playing Capture the Flag at the Environmental Center this Saturday, September 21st. The event will run from 5 to 8:30 p.m. They will meet on the football field at 5 p.m. All are welcome to participate.
Get your friends together and get ready to dig, set, and spike in this year's intramural volleyball season. Team packets are available at the discipline office across from the IMC. The season runs from October 7th to November 15th. Completed packets are due to Mrs. Mathias in the discipline office by September 23rd.
And now here are HHS in-depth reporters Dustin Vasquez and Brianna Gatson with a detailed look at everything taking place for Homecoming Week 2013.
What's up, Homestead? I'm Brianna.
And I'm Dustin.
And we're here to tell you about homecoming. First off, Homestead, the dance that you all are used to will not be an actual dance this year. It will be a tailgate.
And those of you who are used to the festivities after the game, this year it's going to take place before the game in the south parking lot at 4:30 to 6:45.
Your ticket into the tailgate will be a camo shirt sold during lunch from Tuesday to Friday.
These shirts will be $15, which will be your ticket into the tailgate, which will include a food coupon. And now here are your daily themes for next week's Spirit Week.
Monday will be USA Day.
Tuesday will be Tourist Day.
Wednesday will be Twin Day.
Thursday will be Throwback Day.
Friday will be Camo Day.
And now here's this year's homecoming court.
Jenny Redden and Seta Razzini. Olivia Wood and Patrick Rittenhouse. Sophia Rosenblum and Chad Childers. Sarah Stevenson and Kyle Mosenzadeh. Sarah Berghoff and Mason Keebler. Luke Landrigan and Whitney Carroll. Abby Kataka. And that's your homecoming court for 2013. Alright, you guys, don't forget that the camo shirts are $15 and will be sold during lunch next week from Tuesday to Friday. I'm Brianna.
And I'm Dustin.
Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, guys. And now here is Casey Stanley with some information regarding SAD.
Hey Homestead, I'm Casey Stanley here reporting for HHS In Depth with Miss Cummings, Mrs. Merkling, and Mrs. Qureshi about SAD. So what exactly is SAD?
SAD is a group of students and faculty who are trying to promote the message that you can still have a good time in high school while making good, responsible decisions.
We are always looking for new members. Right now we have a really awesome core group, but if you're interested in joining, we do meet after schools on Tuesday, so listen for the announcements and we'd be happy to have you join us.
Help support our cause next Friday before homecoming with our Nelson's Chicken fundraiser, which will be right after school until 6:30. So come and help SAD. Thank you.
What does SAD stand for?
SAD stands for Students Against Destructive Decisions, and our message is that students can still have a good time in high school while making good and responsible decisions, such as the no use policy against drugs and alcohol, as well as fighting against distracted driving and standing up against bullying.
Thanks. I'm Casey Stanley reporting for HHS In Depth. Back to you guys in the studio.
And now here is HHS In Depth reporter Drake White with another tech lesson of the week.
Hello.
Drake, we need a tech lesson now.
I'll be right there.
I'm Drake White, and this is your one-to-one computing tech lesson of the week. The people in the IMC and us at HHS In Depth would like to tell you that you need to restart your computers at school, because if you restart them at home, you won't have a network folder. And if you don't restart your computers every day, then you won't be able to connect to the network. Make sure you don't shut off your computers just by lightly tapping the power button, because that'll just put your computers to sleep. What you need to do to shut off your computers is go to the bottom left of the computer and click the circular button with the Windows logo. Then you click the shutdown button, you click OK, and then it'll shut off. Or if you want to, you can click the circular button with the Windows icon and then click the arrow next to shutdown and then click restart. Then you won't have to turn it back on yourself, it'll just turn back on automatically. But make sure you do this at school, because you won't be able to connect to the network if you restart at home. I'm Drake White reporting for HHS In Depth. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Drake. And now here is Bailey with another edition of the Sports Corner.
Hello. Hi. Do you want to go to a party with me? No. The game's on. Oh, I almost forgot. I'll be right there.
We like sports and we don't care who knows. From shooting hoops to the Super Bowl. We like sports and we don't care who knows. Football, tennis, hockey, golf.
What up, Homestead? Bailey Hauser here with this week's edition of the Sports Corner. If you didn't get to make the game last week, here's what you missed. That wraps up this week's Sports Corner. Back to you guys in the studio.
Well, that wraps up this edition of HHS In Depth. I'm Casey Stanley.
And I'm Bailey Hauser. Have a great weekend, and don't forget to dress up each day for homecoming week next week. See you next week.